Are you going crazy dealing with camera problems in Sticknodes? Don't worry, I'm here for you. After this video, you'll learn everything about cameras. This is the third episode of the series. If you missed the previous ones, start from here. Now, let's jump into the video. To access the camera feature, click the camera icon at the top left. From here, you can adjust the camera's size and rotation. If the camera lines look too thin and are hard to see, go to the settings panel on the left, scroll down, and increase the line width value. The camera lines will now be more visible. You might mistake the white square in the scene for the camera, but it's actually the stage box. If it bothers you, scroll down on the right panel and uncheck Show Stage Box. This will make your scene look cleaner. You've probably seen it in movies. The black bars at the top and bottom of the screen. This is called the widescreen effect. To enable it, go to the Camera tab in the left panel, scroll down, and check the widescreen effect box. As you can see, black bars appear at the top and bottom of the camera view. That's the difference between normal view and widescreen. If this effect feels boring, you can try different camera modes. Some of them might even look familiar to you. Of course, it's always best to choose the one that fits your scene. If you're creating shorts or vertical content, the wide camera may not be suitable. To enable vertical mode, go to the Animation Tools tab in the left panel, scroll down, and check the Make Vertical box. For full vertical mode, click the box just below it. As the description says, the right side of the normal camera, when rotated 90 degrees, becomes the top side of the camera. But sometimes your shorts content can be stolen. If you don't want your content to be stolen, you should add a watermark. In the same section, check the Show Watermark box. Here you can type your name and change the text color. Now your video is protected. To add more liveliness to your animation, you can enable Camera Wobble. Scroll down in the Camera tab, and you'll see the wobble settings. You can adjust the X and Y values, the rotation, and the speed. Customize these according to your scene. But don't overdo it. Otherwise, it will look like an earthquake. Making the camera follow a figure every time can be tiring. There's an easier solution. Lock the camera to the figure. Scroll down in the Camera tab and select the Lock Figure to Camera option. You can choose any point of the figure, but for more stability, it's best to select the main point. You'll notice that the figure's main point no longer moves independently. It's now attached to the camera. When you move the camera, the figure moves along with it. This way, your figure will never go outside the camera view while animating. As you can see, the stick figure moves in sync with the camera. I definitely recommend using this feature. If you forgot to lock the figure to the camera from the very beginning, you'll have to manually reposition the camera throughout the animation.
Oh my God.
This is a huge waste of time. But don't worry, there's a perfect solution for this problem: Auto Camera. With this feature, you can control the camera across all frames together. Scroll down in the Camera tab, click on the Auto Camera option, and enter the last frame number. That's it. From the starting point to the end, the camera will automatically spread itself across the frames. However, if your animation is very dynamic, sometimes the figure may go outside the camera view. In that case, you need to adjust Auto Camera again. For example, when the stick figure is running, it goes out of the camera at frame 55. So instead of setting it exactly at frame 55, I need to change it a few frames earlier, say frame 48. I go back to the first Auto Camera, change the last frame to 48, meaning Auto Camera will end at frame 48. Then I start a new Auto Camera from frame 48 and set it to the final frame of the animation. This way, the animation has two Auto Cameras. But I still notice that at frame 88, the stick figure goes out of the camera. So I need to create another Auto Camera. I go back to frame 48 and set the last frame to 88. Then I start a new Auto Camera from frame 88 and set its end to 111. Now the stick figure never goes outside the camera. Thanks to the Auto Camera feature, you don't waste time on unnecessary camera adjustments and you get much better camera quality. It's truly amazing. Auto Camera also comes with transition effects. For example, if you want a smooth camera transition, you can use Ease V1. All transition effects work in this way. Simply choose the one that best fits your animation and apply it. That's all for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful for you. If you still have questions, you can leave them in the comments or get support from our Discord server. See you in the next video.